Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maria. If you watch this video and you enjoy it, don't be shy, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for any future videos on narcissistic abuse recovery and complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Today I have a video for you on narcissistic abuse and ruminating. So what does it mean when we say to ruminate? Well, to ruminate or having compulsive, unwanted thoughts. So our thoughts are on a loop, and this could go on for quite some time, especially during the healing process of narcissistic abuse or any sort of emotional abuse. All right, so the part of the brain that is affected, which this is where our 4F trauma responses come from. Fight, flight, freeze, or fawn trauma response comes from a part of the brain called the limbic system. So in the limbic system, sometimes if you notice that you are replaying the trauma over and over again, this is what we call a limbic system trauma loop. So replaying the trauma over and over. Now, ruminating can look like a lot of things. We could be ruminating or having compulsive thoughts about a lot of things. Why somebody just stopped talking to you and you have no contact, but it's the silent treatment, so you're not sure why. So you're creating a narrative in your mind as to why someone stopped talking to you, but this seems to be on a loop. So you're ruminating about these thoughts over and over again. So what is rumination? Why are we doing this? So the reason we are ruminating, and there are many reasons, but the main reason is because there is a need that is not being met. Okay? So we are ruminating most times about the person that is our abuser, say our caretaker, our parent, our love relationship, our sibling, our, whoever is in the abuse itself. There is a need there that we wish that they would meet, right? So I don't know what your need is, but in my case, it was a sense of security, protection, okay? So I did not feel protected. All right, so I was not being protected. So in my brain, because our brains they're our friends, okay? They're not ruminating because they hate us. They're ruminating because this is now a part of our subconscious where it thinks it's just doing what's familiar, okay? Our brains think they're keeping us safe. So ruminating about why a caretaker is not protecting me, all right? So if this is what I see I'm ruminating about, and I know that the reason I am ruminating about this is because I want that caretaker to provide that need for me, then I know that I am not going to stop ruminating about this until my need is met. So you see, this is why we're thinking about this over and over again, because we have a need that is not being met. All right, so try to think, what is it that you're normally ruminating about, and what need is it that you do not have, that person is not meeting in your life? Think about that for a second. So hopefully you had a minute to figure out what are these things you're ruminating about, and what are the needs that are not being met by the person that is involved in this rumination. So is it about, a sense of security? Are you not being validated? Are you not being seen? Are you not being heard? Are you lacking affection, love? It could be anything. So when we go through emotional abuse, we're stripped of a lot of things that are normal human nature to want and need, all right? So when you figure out what is that thing, then we need to fill in the blank and figure out how can we provide ourselves with that need. All right. So if what I need is a sense of security, how can I provide myself with that sense of security and protection so that I know that my needs are being met, so that I no longer need to ruminate about how to get the other person to fulfill my needs? So if I were looking at the need of security or protection, all right, I would instantly think of doing inner child work. So going to my inner child and asking my inner child, do you feel safe? How can I make you feel safe? All right. So I right away would come to mind to think, don't put yourself in compromising positions. Make sure you know what's going on in your surroundings. You're not doing anything out of the ordinary that is going to jeopardize your safety. So these are all very basic things. Stay away from situations like anything dangerous like drugs, alcohol, anything like that. And make sure that your inner child starts trusting you to know that you are going to protect them, provide safety, provide security, and provide protection. So this is just an example, but this is a way that I am able to fulfill my need of security. If I am able to do this, then I no longer need to ruminate about the situation in which I feel as if I was unfairly treated because I was not protected, right? Because I am now fulfilling these things for myself. So if you notice that you are somebody that is ruminating and you are just out of a narcissistic relationship, you are a year or two out of this relationship, it doesn't go away with time, right? After emotional abuse, the time does not heal our brains. Our brains are on these loops. Our subconscious mind is going to go what it thinks is familiar. And the longer it thinks about something, the more it's going to be familiar and feel safe thinking about that same thing over and over again. You can understand how time does not heal that. You will continue to think about these same things. It thinks it's keeping it safe. So what we need to do is provide ourselves with the things that we need, that we are ruminating about having someone else provide for us. I hope I made that clear, guys. Rumination is so hard. It can wipe out years of your life, and I hope that stops right now. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope this video helped even just a little bit. If you enjoyed it, don't be shy. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for any future videos on narcissistic abuse recovery and complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And as always, I wish you all the love in the world.